Students of Standard 8, DAV Mobile Public School welcomes you all in e-learning classes. Here Nitin Pushpa today, your social science teacher. Today's topic is agriculture. Students, in the previous lesson, we have read about the importance of various resources like land, soil, water, plants, etc. In this lesson, we will study about the agriculture and its importance for the mankind. Okay, students, so let's start our today's online session. Factors affecting agriculture. Students, what do you mean by the agriculture? Listen, agriculture means cultivation of lands. Okay, students, we are observing agricultural development is possible only in certain regions of the world. Yes, it is influenced by the various physical and economic factors. Okay, students, first of all, we are discussing about the physical factors. First, relief. Students, you know about the relief features, mountains, river valleys, plains, whatever. Okay. Plains are more suitable for agriculture than the highlands. Density of population is generally high in plains region. Students, this thing helps in providing cheap labor and market for farm products. Students, it becomes easier to use modern equipments on plain region. Yes, students, the river deltas regions are also the more suitable for agriculture than mountains region. So students, relief is the most important factor which affects agricultural development. Second, climate. Yes, students, climatic condition is also the very essential for agricultural development. Students, agriculture is highly sensitive to climate variability. Yes, each crop has its own requirement of temperature and rainfall. Students, that's why the variation in climatic conditions support the different crops patterns. For example, wheat is a crop of temperate regions. Cotton requires 30 to 40 degrees Celsius temperature. Okay, so students, climatic condition is also the very essential for the development of crops. Next, students, soil. Soil rich in minerals and organic matters support agriculture. Each crop has its own requirement of soil. According to the soil type, a large variety of crops are grown in different parts of the world. Okay, students, alluvial soil and black soil are the most fertile soil for agriculture. Yes, again, students, black soil is a very advantageous for the cotton crop. Again, students, agriculture is influenced by the various economic factors. First, land. Listen, the size of farms affects the agricultural pattern and the yield per unit hectares. Students, in the densely populated areas of the developing countries and the other countries also, the farm size is generally very small due to the growing of rural population. Students, the small fields are mostly not economical, so students, definitely it affects the agriculture development. Second, labor. Students, the availability of labor has great influence on cropping patterns of region. The labor requirements varies with different crops. In many parts of India, seasonal unemployment exists in rural areas, students, whereas during the periods of harvesting there could be a shortage of labor. The farmers of Punjab greatly depend on migrant laborers for growing wheat and rice crops. Okay, students, third one, capital. All agriculture inputs like the high yield variety seeds, means of irrigation, fertilizers, pesticides, machines, landries, fodders, fuel, power, and the veterinary services. For that all services they required capital. Students, the cultivation of commercial crops using new technologies requires a more capital than required in the traditional way of cultivation. Students, capital is another most important economic factor which affects the agricultural development. Point is types of agriculture. Students, according to environmental condition in the world, students, many types of agricultural patterns are prevailed in the world. Students, broadly, agriculture may be divided into two categories: subsistence agriculture and commercial agriculture. Okay, students, before we discuss them in detail, let us have a look at the given classification. First type is subsistence agriculture. Okay, students, what do you mean by the subsistence agriculture? Listen, students, subsistence agriculture occurs when farmers grow food crops to meet the needs of themselves and their families on small holdings. Okay, students, in this type of agriculture, Farmers have target farm output for survival with little or no surplus. Yes, students, in this type of agriculture, farmers cultivated crops with respect to their daily needs. Students, this type of agriculture is still common in less developed parts of the world. Subsistence agriculture includes nomadic herding, shifting agriculture and intensive subsistence agriculture. Okay, then first of all we will discuss about nomadic herding. Okay, students, people migrate along with their animals from one place to another place in search of fodder for their animals. Generally they rear cattle, sheep, goats, camels for the purpose of milk, skin, meat and wool. Students, in India, Bhutias and Gujars are the nomadic tribes of the Himalayas and Rajasthan. Students, in the given pictures, you are observing the nomadic herdings. Okay. Shifting agriculture. Okay, students, shifting agriculture is also called slash and burn agriculture. Yes, students, in the given picture you are seeing, yes, there is a burn region. Okay, yes, students, it's called the slash and burn agriculture. After the soil, after the soil loses its fertility, the cultivators move to a new plot for the cultivation. Students, people cultivate the land with simple tools. Per hectare yield is very low. People who follow shifting agriculture don't lead a settled life. Yes, students, it is prevalent in a dense forest of tropical Africa, Southeast Asia, and some parts of the East India. Okay, students, next one, intensive subsistence agriculture. Students, what do you mean by the intensive subsistence agriculture? Listen, the term intensive subsistence agriculture is used to describe a type of agriculture characterized by high output per unit of land and relatively low output per worker. Yes, students, the nature of this type of agriculture has changed, and in many areas now it is no more subsistence agriculture. Second type is commercial agriculture. Students, what do you mean by the commercial agriculture? Listen, commercial agriculture is typically done on a very large scale with the purpose of selling the produce in the market to make profits. Students, it is a specialist form of agriculture which is practiced on very large size farms. So that's why it's also called crop specialization. Students, commercial agriculture is broadly divided into extensive agriculture, plantation agriculture, livestock ranching and dairy farming. Okay, first we discuss about the extensive agriculture. Students, extensive commercial agriculture is practiced in developed countries. Agriculture is done on large scale on big land holdings by the using modern machines. Students, it is generally practiced in sparsely populated region. Students, total production is large but per hectare yield is compared to the less in this type of agriculture. Students, when animals are reared along with the cultivation of land, it's called the mixed farming. Yes, students, this type of setup just we are observing in our area. Okay, animals rear along with the cultivation of land. Okay, students, second type is plantation commercial agriculture. Listen, plantation is a large farm, usually in a tropical or subtropical countries. Students, crops are grown for sale in the markets. Students, it is a very well organized system of agriculture. In this type of agriculture, a single crop farming is done. Under this system, benefits of single crop is obtained continuously for several years. Students, plantation agriculture requires huge capital investment, scientific methods, then transport facilities, efficient management and skilled worker. Students, it includes crops like coffee, rubber and tea. So this is the plantation agriculture. Students, two pictures you are observing. These are the pictures of extensive commercial agriculture and plantation commercial agriculture. Third type is livestock ranching. Students, what do you mean by the livestock ranching? Listen, livestock ranching is a long existing agricultural practice that involves raising of livestock, which commonly includes grazing animals such as cattle and sheep. Students, it is also a part of commercial agriculture. This activity is common to the grasslands of America, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. Students, the major types of livestock are sheep, cattle, goats, and horses. The list of products such as meat, wool, hides, skin. Students, these are the cheap exported to different parts of the world. Okay, last tab is dairy farming. Students, already you know about the dairy farming. It is a specialist form of agriculture for the large-scale production of milk. Students, in the world, India is the largest milk producer. Listen, students, India is the largest milk producer in the world, and New Zealand is the largest cow milk exporter. New Zealand is the largest cow milk exporter, and India is the largest milk producer. Students, in the given picture, you are observing the pictures of livestock ranching, and second picture, students, this is the picture of cow milk dairy farming. So students, these are the types of commercial agriculture. Okay, students, on the basis of taught portion, two questions I am giving you as assignment questions. You have to write the answer of these questions. Students, remaining part of this lesson we will learn in the next online session. Okay, students, till then, thank you very much and have a nice day.